Hello everyone, Risky Toothpick here, back again with some more Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot, Murder on the Orient Express, and today, as you can see, we're on the train and we're interrogating more of the passengers, trying to, track down the murderer or murderers, since one was left-handed and one was right-handed. It's very important that we figure it out.
Monsieur, I am Hercule.
I know who you are, Monsieur Poirot. What do you want?
Answers to a simple question or two.
All right, but quickly. My wife is quite ill. I would like to stay by her side.
I promise. First of all, I imagine you know about the murder.
Of course. The Countess is terribly distressed.
Your full name?
Rodolphe Adreny.
Your home is?
Budapest.
And how do you come to be aboard the Orient Express?
I am a Hungarian diplomat. My family has represented our homeland since the revolution from the Soviet Union in 1956. I was on my country's business in Istanbul. Business which I cannot discuss.
And your wife often accompanies you on your diplomatic missions?
Yes, and why not? Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Alrighty. Diplomat. Ooh, 34 or 54. Let's go 34.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Alrighty, and kind of the same thing that we've been asking everyone.
Can you tell me how you spent last night?
I was in our compartment with my wife. She went to bed early. I played a video game on my phone. Around 11 o'clock in the evening, my wife woke up and couldn't get back to sleep. She took a sleeping pill. As for me, I went to bed soon after that and slept straight through until morning.
Okay.
Have you ever been to the United States?
I was posted to the Hungarian embassy in Washington for a year.
You knew perhaps the Armstrong family.
Armstrong? Armstrong. It is difficult to recall. One meets so many people.
Interesting.
It was the kidnapping of a child, a very sad affair. The culprit was the man on this train who called himself Ratchet, the one who was murdered last night.
Indeed. It sounds like justice finally caught up with him.
Thank you for your time. Now, I'd like to speak to your wife, if you don't mind.
It's impossible. As I told you, my wife is very ill. Thank you, and good luck with the investigation.
The wife might be left-handed.
Eh bien, the good Count does not appear to want me to talk to his wife.
Yeah, very strange. Okay, so we have this lady again.
Madame Hubbard, may I ask you a question or two? It won't take long.
Anything I can do to help.
And we're going to talk about the handkerchief some more.
Have you misplaced a handkerchief recently?
No, I don't think so. Why?
We found a handkerchief embroidered with the letter H, so I thought it might have been yours.
I'm sorry, but it's not. It may belong to Miss Schmidt, Princess Dragomirov's lady's maid. I believe her first name is Hildegard.
It is a possibility. Anyone could be lying, of course. I thank you, madame.
Alrighty. It'd be nice if she had like another handkerchief someone did so we can like, hey, I have one of those too. And then you can catch them. Alright, this is my room. Who is this? This is a very small room.
Well, it has been a while since I have seen one of those.
One of those old school phones.
Hello. Can I do something for you?
Hello, Monsieur Hardman, I believe. You have heard of the murder?
Cyrus Hartman. Yes, and the fact that there's been a murder is all over the train.
You do not seem very concerned about it, monsieur.
It's not the first murder I've run across.
I had no idea the selling of toys was so dangerous. I did overhear you mention at dinner that this is your profession.
Toy salesman is a cover. I'm a private detective, just like you, from the U.S.
Oh, interesting. So apparently he's American. Apparently he's saying he's a private detective, and I want to say 30, but he looks bad for 30.
My little gray cells did not let me down.
All right, so we can ask about his job, his alibi, the case, and the handkerchief.
I did not expect to find another detective on this train.
I just finished a job in Istanbul when I received an email from Ratchet. He hired me to protect him.
Something you failed to do.
I'm not happy about that. He'd received some threatening letters. I was supposed to watch his back, and yeah, something I failed to do. But he seemed to think he was in more danger when he left the train.
He was traveling to Paris?
I assume so, but I'm not entirely sure.
Can anyone on this train confirm your identity?
Yeah, that McQueen kid, Ratchet's secretary.
Oh, it's weird that he never talked about him.
Were you on duty last night?
You bet. I kept my door open a crack and I watched all night. No one entered that car who didn't belong there.
Did you see anything in particular?
The conductor, Michelle, he was there most of the time too, except for 15 minutes or so after we left Vinkovsky. He must have answered a call from Ratchet's room, then he was absent again for a while around 1 a.m. After that, he didn't move until 5.
Alrighty, so we got a little bit more about the conductor's alibi.
Monsieur Hardman, have you heard of the Armstrong case?
Armstrong? The kidnapping 3 or 4 years ago? Who hasn't? Why?
Ratchet's real name was Cassetti. I have reason to believe he was the kidnapper.
What? He killed that little girl? No, I didn't know. If I had known, I wouldn't have taken the job.
Do you have any idea who was behind the threatening letters?
I don't know his name, but Ratchet told me he was a small man. Dark hair, with a womanish kind of voice.
Oh, thank you for your help.
It's kind of weird.
Is this handkerchief embroidered with an H yours?
Do I look like the kind of guy who would use a handkerchief like that?
Yeah, pretty simple.
Thank you for answering my questions, Monsieur Hardman.
Listen, Poirot, I know I fell down on the job, but if you need help, any at all, let me know. I'd like to make it right.
Who knows if he's not involved, you know? Everyone's a suspect. But it was nice talking to him. I kind of forgot about him, to be honest.
I am not prepared to receive anyone. Come back later.
Very well, madam. I'll come back later. But you will need to speak to me.
She is a pain to talk to.
So, my friend, have you finished your investigation?
No, but I have managed to solve a few mysteries.
Okay. I stay here to watch this young lady.
Alright, we'll go talk to the doctor.
Excuse me, Doctor. May I ask you a question?
Anything that can help the investigation, Mr. Poirot.
I wanted to know what your first name is, Doctor.
My name is Robert. Why?
To find out if the handkerchief embroidered with an H could have been yours.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Poirot. Cloth handkerchiefs are a playground for viruses. I would not touch one.
Alrighty, now that's pretty simple.
I hope your investigation is going well, Mr. Poirot.
Yeah. The Call of the Wild.
Ah, Monsieur McQueen, may I ask you a question?
Anything I can do to help, Mr. Poirot?
This handkerchief embroidered with an H. Is it yours?
No, I don't use cloth handkerchiefs.
Okay, that's
Thank you.
pretty simple.
I won't bother you anymore.
I wonder, like, how many more people do we need to talk to here? Alright, I'm guessing we've talked to everyone in the rooms. Maybe we need to talk to more of the people. Okay, we kind of talked to them. She's still not gonna let us in.
I am not prepared.
Very well, ma.
Okay, that's fine. See if we can run into anybody else. Oh, I'm gonna say for a minute there, the game like froze. Okay, we talked to him. That's our room. Talked to her already. We tried to talk to his wife. He wouldn't let us. I bet you we have to talk to more of the workers, the chefs. I guess they might have some more information. So I probably should have worked the kitchen and that back area first and then worked our way down, but it is what it is. Let's keep an eye out for that mustache.
I'm sorry, sir, but I must concentrate on my baking.
Okay, so she can't help us.
Sorry to bother you, Monsieur Mori. I have a question to ask you.
Please make it quick. I have a meal to prepare.
See if you can figure out the handkerchief.
This handkerchief embroidered with an H, is it yours?
No, I've never seen it before.
Thank you. That is all I wanted to know.
I hope your investigation won't interfere with today's menu.
Alrighty. Whoa, whoa, what's that? Oh, there's just like a weird light. No, nothing in here. Hopefully now that we finished that one part of the mission, maybe we can talk to more people. We'll check all the restrooms as well, make sure no one's in it. She's still baking. She is. And she has nothing new to say. We need to talk to that countess, so let's see if we can try to talk to that guy's wife who's sick. Apparently she's like deathly afraid of trains or something. Who knows? But we'll keep on bothering them until they do. You gotta let me in some way or another. My goodness, so many doors. Simply ask to speak to her, ask for her help.
Monsieur, if I am to catch this murderer, I will need your help.
My help? I am at your service, Poirot.
You protect your wife, you love your wife.
You are obviously a devoted husband, Count Andrini.
My wife means the world to me. There were questions in Budapest about a Hungarian diplomat marrying an American woman.
It did not deter you.
I would have given up my position for her. I would think it is universal. Are you married, Mr. Poirot?
No, I fear marriage is not for me. But her condition, is it very grave?
She is suffering a bout of vertigo. You understand? The room spins.
Offer the doctor's help.
I think Dr. Constantine could help your wife.
There is a doctor on this train? I did not know. Where is this doctor?
I think Dr. Constantine is in the lounge car. If not, perhaps the conductor can tell you where he is.
Very well, I will find him. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, we got rid of him. Time to talk to the wife.
Forgive me for intruding, madame. I am Hercule Poirot.
I know who you are, Mr. Poirot. I overheard you send my husband on a wild goose chase.
Your husband cares for you greatly, madame. I apologize for exploiting that fact. But the situation is urgent, and I need to ask you a few questions.
Apology accepted. I realize you must speak to everyone. This horrendous murder. It's very upsetting.
That is a beautiful music box.
Please don't touch the music box. It's a fragile family heirloom.
Your accent, is it American? Boston, perhaps?
You have a good ear, Mr. Poirot. Yes. Born and raised in what we call the Back Bay.
Are you in the diplomatic service like your husband?
No, not officially. I was still in college when I met Rudy 2 years ago. I keep myself busy handling his scheduling, travel, appointments.
Ah, what is the saying? Behind every great man there is a great woman.
That was the saying. Today one might reverse the sentiment as well, don't you think?
Of course, I stand corrected.
Alrighty, so we know she's American. No profession. Might be 39.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Well, she was in college. She's young.
That was easy.
A handkerchief embroidered with an H was found at the crime scene. By any chance, does your first name begin with an H?
No, my first name is Elena, with an E.
Alrighty, and then let's figure out about her alibi.
Can you tell me what you did last night?
Well, my husband and I went to dinner. Then we came back here. We went to bed around 10 o'clock. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't because of the shaking of the train. I suffer from vertigo. I finally took a sleeping pill and that did the trick.
When did the train's motion prevent you from sleeping?
Between midnight and 2 a.m. I know because I must have looked at my watch about 10 times.
I see.
Oh. She must be lying about the time.
Calm now, Countess. You are not telling me the truth.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, the train stopped, probably.
The train stopped at 12:30 a.m. due to snow. So there was no shaking of the train. But you told me that it was the shaking that prevented you from sleeping.
I don't know, you're confusing me. My vertigo.
Madame, a man died last night. You can't talk nonsense just because you're sick. You are hiding something from me.
How dare you? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to find my husband.
That was unkind, I know, but my strategy worked. I can now inspect this room in peace.
I'm very interested in the sleeping pills. A whole bunch of jewelry.
These must be the sleeping pills that Countess Andreni took last night.
Pretty simple. Oh, The Great Gatsby. It's not a bad book. We had to read it. It was okay. And I'm assuming we have a puzzle?
There seems to be something missing here. It's closed.
Okay, so we're looking for something. You would think that stuff down below would have a benefit, but looks to be not the case. So we gotta kind of look around some more. Oh, here we go. A leaf, the flower, and the bird. The bird is where the flower thing's at. Leaf as well. So it might be vice versa. Nope. Let's do a hint. Okay, but how do you get that though? That's my question. Oh, right there. Flower, bird, leaf. Okay. Oh, of course I did it wrong. What is it? Ah, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Alright, little wind-up thing. Okay, so we have to put those dots into something. Now, as we're moving it, is the girl up above moving? She is. Okay, so we need it to be something like that. There we go. I'm guessing we have to move it some direction. Let's see if we can like try to figure it out. So everything's down below. Huh. So where do you have to be pointing? So the music has to be pointing down here to the music. Oh, that's something fancy.
For my beautiful young ladies, Helena and Sonia. Helena with an H.
Yep, big liar.
It's Countess Andreni with an older girl.
And guess what? That older girl kind of looks like that mother. Maybe that's a connection. But good to know. At least we're, you know, one step closer. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to do here? Just ask for alibis. We're missing something. What else are we missing? Jose won't let me leave. Has to do with something in here.
An engraving written in, I believe, Russian Cyrillic. It looks like a first name.
Poirot! Have you no shame?
Monsieur, I am afraid shame is not a very helpful emotion for a detective trying to get at the truth.
What are you doing in our compartment?
I am investigating a murder, Count Andreni.
My wife is ill.
My apologies, monsieur, but your wife seemed in perfect health when she left the room to find you. I do apologize, but I needed to search your compartment.
You will regret this, Poirot.
Please, Count. You aren't going to challenge me to a duel, are you? Countess, I'm afraid I took the liberty of inspecting your little music box.
How dare you?
The message in the medallion was addressed to you and Sonia. Sonia Armstrong, your older sister, the mother of Daisy, the murdered child.
I am a Hungarian diplomat. You have no official standing here. You have no right to search.
No, Rudolph. Let me speak. It's useless to deny what this gentleman says. I am Helena Goldenberg, the sister of Sonia Armstrong, and Daisy was my niece. The music box is a gift from my sister's godmother, a very close friend to my mother. We hid the truth from you when we learned that the man killed last night was the person who destroyed my family. I panicked. I didn't want to be accused.
That is also why you lied about the H in your first name?
Exactly. Your ferreting about looking for the H is obviously part of your investigation.
If I found a handkerchief in Monsieur Ratchet's room embroidered with an H, I might suspect you had been there.
A handkerchief? I don't have any handkerchiefs embroidered with my initial. To be honest, that sounds awfully old-fashioned to me.
I give you my word of honor that last night, Helena never left her compartment. My wife is telling you the truth, Poirot.
I hope so. I'll let you rest.
They've lied so much, though.
The matter of the H on the handkerchief still needs clearing up. But first I should check the inscription on the back of the medallion.
Alrighty. Use Poirot's knowledge of Russian to translate the engraving. So it's like an H. Looks like an A. Oh, that one's a little rough.
No, not good.
I was close though.
I do not think that's the right answer.
I think it's this one. This one needs to be more of an N.
Natalia. Would it be Natalia Dragomirov? She is the only Russian passenger on the train. In addition, her first name begins with an H in Cyrillic. Et voilà.
We're getting closer and closer. So now we need to talk to the only passenger we really haven't been able to talk to. And I think... Is she down here? Let's see. It'll tell us what room she's in. Room 107. Of course, we already passed the 30-minute mark, so we're probably going to stop here today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links below. And next time, we will talk to the princess and see what she has to say.